down on it super tight around the pit. Everybody understand that?
Yeah.
Good? Okay. To start off with, you guys have homework too. I don't know what I'm going to put this as, but I want you all to go back. If you know now, that's great. You're ahead of the ball. But I want you to all go back and look at what the four ligaments of the ankle that the ankle tape is preventing. That's not bones. That's not Achilles tendons or Achilles tendon. That's not plantar fascia. That's ligaments. Okay? And write them up, have them on a piece of paper, and bring them in. Okay? That's going to be worth some points. It'll probably be worth like 4 or 5 points. It might be worth your attendance for the day or something like that. A little extra from the attendance for the day. Okay? So, you're going to start right there on the laces. Put these on your heel, right in those spots where it's going to be the biggest pressure areas, okay? Where I start with the pre-wrap is down low. And the reason I start down low is when I use heel and lace pads, I hold them down to the foot, like that. You can start up here if you want. You can start down here if you want. I will tell you this right now, this area right through here is going to be the hardest area to pre-wrap. So, what you can do is, you start, remember you lay the pre-wrap down, you don't wrap it on. Okay, so lay it like with that down, not with it on top. Slowly wrap around. What you do not want holes, you do not want rolls. You can go like this, the whole way up the ankle if you want. I'll show you in a minute another way you can do it. Alright, notice how I end right at basically at the base of her calf. Right there. Okay? What you do not want to see, these spots right here are okay, because you're going to have that naturally with tape, with pre-wrap. This areas right here. What you don't want is you don't want a hole in the pre-wrap where there's not any pre-wrap coverage, or you don't want that kind of stuff. Okay? Because that kind of stuff will roll as you lay it down. To get rid of those, you can just pull them off, just like that. That's fine. But you don't want to be doing that to every single roll. You want to be able to lay it down where you're not having problems with that. Okay? So you need to work and get to the point where you don't have to do that. Alright? Let's see. So, we'll start over. And when you are tearing them off and pieces are falling on the ground, stuff like that, make sure they get picked up, because I don't want to have to pick them up this afternoon or after you guys leave. That will make me an unhappy camper. So, alright. The other way I will show you how you can pre-wrap. If you could get to here, you get a little that way down the foot. Now you just don't know how your angle is going to lay out for you to lay your pre-wrap down. You can come up and kind of around the ankle and then back down. That works as well. So either way you want, just make sure there's not any holes and there's not any rolls. Okay? And you only want really about a layer of pre-wrap. You don't want it to be just a thick, heavy-duty pre-wrap. Okay? Cool? Alright. Start taping. There's what you want up there. You want 2 anchor strips. So, first anchor, second anchor. Just like that. Okay? Up at the top. Base of the calf. They're tight enough that they're not pulling, but they're also loose enough that they're not just completely cutting off for circulation. Another anchor down in the forefoot. Remembering, this one can be a little looser. Remembering not to be right on top of the fifth metatarsal. Okay? The next thing is your stirrups. Or your, stirrups, yeah. 2 stirrups. You're going to start medially. So that's on the inside of the foot, because what are you trying to prevent with an ankle? With your ankle from rolling, so that ankle sprain. Inversion ankle sprain is the most common ankle sprain. Okay? So, you come up. I'm just below the head of the fifth. Just like that. When you do a stirrup, then what you will do is you will do a C strip. This is taking an advantage of the basket weave style tape job. This isn't a true basket weave style. So don't think that this is, full basket weave, because this is not. This is just a little bit of technique of the basket weave. The basket weave, research has shown, is a stronger tape job. But I'm trying to keep it very basic. Remember, don't be... I understand this is probably not how you were taught in high school or how your athletic trainer taught you in high school. This is a very basic tape job. So, after you do that, you'll do another stirrup, starting medial to lateral. Just like that. I put up there that you can put 2 or 3 C-strips or cover strips here. I like to put 3 because I like it to cover like that, because I'm covering most of my ankle right there with that. Okay? You can use 2, you can use 3, I don't care. Then what you're going to do is you're going to start on the heel locks. This time I'm going to show you individual heel locks. Next time I'm going to show you continuous. So, start right at the dome of the talus, right above the dome of the talus. Come down and under, up, and into back up into the ankle. Basically, you're just locking that heel into place. Same thing again, the other direction. Here, locking that heel in place. Opposite direction. Locking that heel in place. Final time. Locking in place. Alright. Then, so you've got basically how you build your the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go into a figure 8. There's 2 types of ways to do your figure 8. I'm going to show you one of each. I don't care which one you do. I don't care if you do them, each of them. You can do the same. You can do one of each, or you can do one of the or 2 of the same one. The first one, you'll start on the medial aspect of the ankle or of the foot, coming up. But instead of going up like a stirrup, what you're going to do is you're going to come up. You're going to come up and around the foot, or around the ankle, just like that. And you'll end, again, basically right on top of the foot. Okay? That's a great way to do a figure 8, due to the fact that it's still pulling out, so you're not going into that inversion, as well as then it gets that lock of the ankle. The second way to do it is you start up on the ankle, come around the high ankle, then down, around into the foot. Just like that. Okay? Good? And then you'll do cover strips. Basically C-strips the whole way down the ankle. I do not want this to be continuous, because continuous will get too tight. So, once you get your angles down and your idea of tightness down, you can play with continuous. But for now, I do not want anything to be continuous. Besides, the only thing you can be doing that's possibly continuous is the heel lock. And I will show you those in a minute. Figure 8, you do 2. Nope. If you do the one up here, you always start medial, because you're always trying to pull. You're always trying to pull to prevent that inversion. So you did the C-strips. These are more true C-strips down here, and then you do a a couple down here in the foot. And you're finished. When you're done, it should basically look like a sock. It should look like they're wearing a sock. I don't want holes. Holes are a big thing that you do not want. You can't have rolls. You don't want it to be too loose. You want to be able to just barely get under it, but you don't want it too tight. You want to be able to check their capillary refill and then get capillary refill back. Okay? Any questions about that? I'm going to show you one more time, and I will do continuous strips. Okay? Continuous fill-off. Alright?